it's coming home seems to annoy everybody else, so at this point it's just funny to say it. So yeah, it's coming home. Good morning, OneFootballers. Angelina's got the day off. I've got a load of your questions and a coffee, so I'm going to go through them because what else is there to do? Right, thank you so much, as always, for leaving your questions in the community tab. First off, we have Blake Godby, who has said, if Belgium get to or win the Euro final, would you consider Romelu Lukaku as the best number 9 in the world? Ooh, what a good question. I guess you'd have to say yes. I mean, it always depends when it comes to number 9, especially attackers, when they're in form or not. Like, it's more easier to make an argument for them when they're banging in the goals. Lukaku scored a lot of goals. He's very pivotal to how Inter Milan and Belgium play outside of just his scoring and assists. He's done it excellently. Inter have won the Scudetto. He's done it well for Belgium. And you're saying here they reach the final, win the Euros? There's a very good argument. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Of course, Lewandowski's stats are better. In terms of number 9, yeah, Lukaku's unbelievable. He's definitely up there with the best in Europe. AK has said, do we expect good countries doing bad because their players are tired due to the long season and expect for an underdog to win the Euros, or will they be as good as ever? Surely if the good countries are affected by a long season, so are the bad countries. Everyone's been affected by a long season the same, right? I'm assuming so. Yeah, I don't think the long season you won't be able to point to it and be like, this team has played a long season, so they're bad, and this team has played a long season, so they're good. I'm not quite sure that one makes sense. I can expect it to have an impact overall, but not necessarily between good or bad teams. Uday Singh has said, should VAR be displayed on the big screen so that everyone, including players, can see it rather than only the ref? Oh my God, can you imagine the carnage of showing like 20 to 30 to 60,000 people VAR? Like, it's bad enough the referee misses it and then it's down to the opinion of like 3 or 4 refs sat in a porter cabin somewhere looking at it on 18 TV screens. But then getting the opinion of 22 players plus like 40,000 fans. You heard of the saying, too many cooks spoil the broth? That would be the epitome of it. So no, I don't think it's a very good idea. R8C FIFA said, what's your favourite Euro winning team of all time? My favourite Euro winning team would have to be Spain 2012. I just remember watching that final against Italy and being blown away. It wasn't like they just won a game or they put in a good performance and won 4-0 in the European final. They literally taught a footballing lesson to the rest of Europe. Everyone watching viewed football differently from that point, and it was the culmination of the Spanish team mixed with a lot of Pep Guardiola's Barcelona players during that time. You were seeing the fruits of all Spain's hard work in the previous decade or so. And they almost changed the game in that minute. So that was insane. Yeah, definitely Spain 2012. Shashank Duby has said, if France win the Euros, then would Kante win the Ballon d'Or? Hashtag Kante for Ballon d'Or. Potentially. I mean, the Champions League winner with Chelsea, I mean, they weren't in the title race. I'm not sure you can hold that against Kante because it's an individual award. It was a very key part of the Champions League winning side. And if France go on to win the Euros, of which I'm sure he'll be a big part, then yeah, I guess. See, the thing is, it's very difficult because defensive-minded players don't get enough credit because it's easier to look at goals and assists, which is why attackers often get the Ballon d'Or. Kante should, because he's a key player in sides that have been very successful if they win the Champions League and if France win the Euros, but I don't think he'll be in the race. I think he should, but realistically, I don't think he will. Nuclear Atoms has said, do you see Real Madrid signing any more players this summer, and how effective will Alaba be? Love from Bangladesh. Thank you so much for watching from Bangladesh and everywhere else in the world, wherever you guys are. I think with Real Madrid, they need to keep up with the rest of the big teams. So if they've signed Alaba on a free, Sergio Ramos is leaving, okay? So I think they'll keep hold of Varane. They signed Alaba on a free. Let's say other teams make 20, 30 million pound signings, nothing massive. Barcelona make a few free signings, Garcia, maybe Depay. PSG has signed Wijnaldum on a free. If the transfer market's at a level playing field, I don't think anyone needs to go crazy. But if someone makes a big move, it'll have a knock-on effect. So when you're saying, do you see them signing any more players this summer? If no one else is making big moves, they don't need to. But let's say United sign Sancho, and then Barcelona sign Haaland, and then someone else signs Harry Kane, and then suddenly everyone's panicking, and then Real Madrid think, oh my God, the other big teams are making big signings, we need to do something. Then it can explode, and then big transfers are happening. But whilst it's quite calm, free transfers, smaller deals, I don't think they'll feel the need to go crazy. So yeah, I'm not sure many other big signings, but who knows? They sell Hazard, maybe they've got a bit of money for a big signing, I'm not quite sure. Right, Cedric Raymakers has said, do you think Eden Hazard could find his form back this Euro? Yes, if he gets on the field. The thing is with Hazard and many other attacking players is that finding form can happen very quickly. Like for a centre-back or a goalkeeper, you need to have like quite a few good consistent games to be considered back in form. Whereas Hazard could quickly score 2 goals, get an assist, and everyone's like, Hazard's back! Even though he just did like a few different things in the game. That's the thing with these game changers. He needs to get on the pitch first. Ashkat Singer said the transfer saga that wouldn't be completed this window. So which one won't be completed? I think the transfer saga of Erling Haaland will not be completed this window. I think there'll be a lot of talk. I think Sancho's more likely to leave Dortmund before Haaland does. They won't want to lose both in the same window. And I believe that transfer release clause comes into effect next summer. So there'll be a lot of talk this summer. He won't quite leave this summer, then it'll happen next year. Red has said, how has your trip been so far? Thank you, Red, for asking. We are, of course, here in Munich, thanks to Volkswagen, who are helping us out. And we've produced some ridiculously cool content that we cannot wait to show all of you guys. So yeah, the trip's been great. It's been a lot of hard work, but also a lot of fun as well. And yeah, as I say, we've done some really, really cool stuff that we hope you all appreciate. And lastly but not least, Football Fan has said, is it coming home? Now, this is very self-depreciative. It's what I think other fans need to understand. The "it's coming home" thing is more like a battle cry, a slogan for England. We don't necessarily all believe it. Personally, I don't believe it is. I think France and Portugal are the teams to beat in this competition. But yeah, I support my country, so I'll be happy to cheer them on. And "it's coming home" seems to annoy everybody else. So at this point, it's just funny to say it. So yeah, it's coming home. Anyway, thank you so much to all of you for all of your questions in the community tab. As always, I'm sure we'll get to do another Q&A, maybe before the end of the Euros, maybe just after. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts down below. As always, check out everything else we've got going on. Smash the thumbs up for this beautiful sunny view. It is real, by the way. Lots of people asking whether this background is real. And yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later.